Imagine a world unseen, a realm beyond the grasp of ordinary sight, where every thought you hold weaves threads of infinite possibility. This is the domain where quantum entanglement resides, not just a strange scientific term, but the secret bridge between your present and your dream life. Within you lies a power greater than the stars, an unseen connection that binds you to every version of yourself across the vast multiverse. To master this is to master your destiny. Close your eyes and feel it now. The intimate dance of energy, the invisible tether linking your consciousness to all that you seek. This is no random coincidence. It is the very law of your existence, inviting you to align with what you desire. You are not merely a body here. You are a vibrational being, and your thoughts are the key to unlocking the quantum gates. Begin by knowing this deeply. The world you experience is a reflection of the state you assume within. When you imagine yourself already living your dream life, you create a frequency that resonates with that reality. It is through this resonance that the universe answers, drawing to you the circumstances, people, and opportunities that mirror your inner conviction. Your awareness, when focused and unwavering, entangles with the possibility of your ideal self, bridging the gap between the present and the potential. You do not need to wait for proof or external validation. The power is in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Feel the reality you desire with every fiber of your being, as if it is already true. This is the quantum jump, a leap from the limitation of the present moment into the infinite potential of what you imagine. The jump is made not by the body but by the consciousness that perceives itself as already possessing that which it desires. In this sacred practice, doubt is your greatest enemy. Doubt severs the entanglement. It collapses the delicate wave of possibility into the static of disbelief. Instead, cultivate faith, not the faith of blind hope, but the faith born of knowing your creative power is absolute. Your imagination is the laboratory where you mix the elements of your future, and the moment you accept that you are the creator, you begin to entangle your present self with your desired reality. The art of quantum jumping requires deliberate imagination, disciplined thought, and the deep conviction that your internal state determines your external world. Every night, as you drift into sleep, enter the state where dreams and waking life converge. In this liminal space, visualize vividly the life you wish to live. See yourself acting, feeling, and existing as the person who has already claimed their desires. The energy you emit here travels through the quantum field, linking your consciousness to the version of you who walks that reality. This process is not a fantasy but a sacred technique, a means to rewrite the story of your life by harnessing the quantum entanglement between your current self and the infinite selves you hold within. As you persist, you will notice doors opening, coincidences multiplying, and circumstances bending to your will. This is the evidence of the quantum jump, the unseen force working tirelessly to align your external experience with your inner reality. Understand that time is not a barrier but a pliable fabric, responsive to your consciousness. Past, present, and future coexist. The moment you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you collapse time's linearity and step into a new dimension of being. Here, all things are possible because you have connected to the source of all creation within yourself. You are not at the mercy of circumstance. You are the orchestrator of reality, capable of entangling with any outcome you choose. The quantum jump is your birthright, a passage from limitation into boundless possibility. Embrace this truth with unwavering certainty, and watch as your dream life manifests, not by chance but by the power of your awakened imagination and the sacred dance of quantum entanglement. Feel the weight of those words as they settle into your being. You are not simply drifting through life, a passive observer caught in the currents of chance. Instead, you are a powerful creator whose imagination is the gateway to all realities. Every thought you nurture, every feeling you embrace, sends ripples through the invisible quantum web that connects all existence. This web is not something outside of you. It is the very fabric of your consciousness, the link between the now and all possible tomorrows. To master quantum entanglement is to understand that your awareness is a dynamic force capable of collapsing the infinite wave of probabilities into a single tangible reality. Imagine a wave of light, shimmering with countless potential colors, until you focus your gaze on one hue. At that moment, the wave collapses, and the light becomes a solid, vibrant color. Your consciousness functions the same way in the quantum field. When you fix your inner vision and feeling upon a specific outcome, you cause the wave of infinite possibilities to converge into that outcome. This is quantum jumping, an instantaneous shift from the possibility into the actuality. This shift does not happen by wishing or hoping. It requires a firm assumption of the state you desire. It is not enough to want or even to believe in the future. You must live as though it is already present. Feel the texture of that reality. Hear the sounds, smell the scents, taste the flavors, and sense the emotions that accompany your dream life. Let this sensation saturate your entire being until your subconscious mind accepts it as truth. The subconscious is the great gatekeeper, responding only to feeling and assumption, not to logical reasoning or doubt. Doubt, hesitation, and fear are the shadows that dissolve the delicate quantum link between you and your desired reality. These shadows arise from misidentification with the external world, the false belief that you are subject to time, space, and circumstance rather than their master. To walk the path of quantum mastery, you must relinquish these illusions and awaken to your true nature, a being of pure awareness, timeless and boundless. Each day, begin by quieting the noise of the outer world. Enter a state of mental stillness where your imagination is free to roam the fields of possibility. In this sacred silence, create mental scenes that embody your dream life. These scenes are not fantasies, but rehearsals for your soul, preparing the quantum field to bring forth what you desire. Rehearse these scenes repeatedly, with rich detail and emotional intensity, as if you were living them now. The universe, sensitive to these vibrations, will respond by rearranging circumstances, people, and events to align with the reality you have so vividly enacted within. You might wonder how this unseen dance translates into the physical world. Understand that every external event is the effect of a preceding internal cause. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs form the invisible architecture that shapes your environment. When you alter the blueprint within, the outer structure must inevitably follow. This is the immutable law that governs creation. No matter how entrenched your current situation may seem, it is but the reflection of your past assumptions. Change your assumptions and you change your reality. The practice of quantum jumping requires patience and persistence. At times, your external world may resist, reflecting old patterns and conditioned beliefs. This resistance is temporary, a necessary tension that sharpens your focus and strengthens your resolve. Do not despair when immediate changes are not visible. Trust in the process and remain faithful to your inner vision. The quantum field responds not to impatience but to the sustained feeling of the fulfilled wish. Remember, the moment of sleep is a powerful portal. As your body rests and your conscious mind fades, your imagination becomes the ruler of your inner world. Use this time wisely. Before drifting into unconsciousness, immerse yourself in the scene of your desired life. Feel the joy, the freedom, the abundance, as if it were now. These nighttime rehearsals send a profound message to your subconscious, rewiring its patterns and deepening the quantum entanglement with your dream self. There is no need for elaborate rituals or external tools. Your imagination, guided by feeling and assumption, is all you require. The simplicity of this truth belies its profound power. You hold within you the same creative force that brought the universe into existence. To wield this force is to step fully into your divine inheritance. Let go of the belief in lack and limitation. These are mere shadows cast by mistaken identity with the physical senses. Your true identity is a conscious creator connected to infinite potential. In this realization, fear dissolves and faith blooms. Faith is not a blind leap but a clear knowing born from experience, the experience of your imagination working in harmony with the quantum field. As you practice, you will notice subtle shifts, new ideas, unexpected meetings, doors opening without explanation. These are the footprints of the quantum jump manifesting in your life. Celebrate these signs as confirmations that you are walking the path of mastery. With every step, your entanglement deepens and your reality bends to reflect your inner world. Do not seek to control the how of manifestation. That is the domain of the universe, the intelligent force orchestrating the dance of atoms and energies. Your role is to hold the vision and embody the feeling of your desired state. Trust that the unseen will weave the threads necessary to bring your dream life into form. Surrender to this divine flow, knowing that every detail is managed by a wisdom far greater than your limited mind. The quantum jump is not a single event but a continuous process of alignment. Each moment offers a choice, to identify with the old story of limitation or to assume the new story of limitless possibility. Choose daily to dwell in the consciousness of your fulfilled desire. Make this your natural state, your inner home. In this place, your dream life is not a distant goal but a present reality. You move through the world with the certainty of one who knows that the unseen is shaping the scene. This certainty radiates, attracting experiences that match your frequency. Life becomes a joyful unfolding of miracles, each more wondrous than the last. Practice this daily, with love and reverence for the power within you. Speak kindly to yourself, affirm your worthiness, and nurture the vision of your dream life with unwavering devotion. The quantum entanglement between your present self and your dream self is the bridge to a new existence, a life crafted by your imagination and sealed by your feeling. You are the master of this invisible realm, the captain of your destiny. The moment you embrace this truth, the universe bows to your command. Quantum jumping is not merely a technique but a way of being, a sacred art that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, the impossible into the inevitable. Feel now the vastness of your potential. The quantum field pulses with possibility, awaiting your deliberate command. Take the leap, assume the state of your dream fulfilled. Live from that place within, and watch as your external world shifts to meet the magnificence you hold inside. This is your birthright, your power, your gift. Master quantum entanglement and create your dream life, not tomorrow or someday, but here and now, in this very moment where infinite realities converge, and your true self dances freely across the vast tapestry of existence. The sensation of stepping into this unseen dimension, where your consciousness bridges the gap between what is and what can be, is both humbling and exhilarating. As you cultivate this awareness, you begin to realize that every limitation you once believed in is but a shadow cast by your own mind. The power to dissolve those shadows lies in your hands. You have only to shift your focus, to reorient your attention toward the life you desire, and the quantum threads that bind you to that reality will tighten, pulling your external world into harmony with your inner state. It is essential to recognize that your imagination is not a frivolous escape, but the very tool by which creation occurs. What you imagine with feeling is the seed planted in the fertile soil of the quantum field. Like a gardener tending to a delicate sprout, you nurture it with attention, faith, and persistence. Over time, this seed grows, manifesting first as subtle changes in your thoughts and emotions, then as tangible shifts in your circumstances. Consider how the universe responds not to fragmented desires, but to coherent, focused intention. Scattered thoughts and wavering feelings produce tangled, confused results. But when you hold a clear, consistent image of your dream life infused with the feeling of its reality, you send out a signal through the quantum field that cannot be ignored. This signal reverberates through the multitudes of possibilities, attracting the exact arrangement that matches your inner vision. To fully embody this practice, you must become an observer of your own mental patterns. Notice the thoughts that arise. Are they aligned with the life you wish to create, or do they reinforce old stories of limitation? Bring gentle awareness to any doubts or fears and consciously choose to release them. Replace them with thoughts that affirm your creative power and the certainty of your dream fulfilled. This mental discipline is the foundation upon which quantum mastery is built. You will find that as your mental habits shift, your feelings will naturally follow. Feelings are the language of the subconscious mind, the silent messenger that communicates your state of being to the quantum field. When your feelings match the reality you desire, your subconscious accepts it as fact, setting into motion the unseen mechanisms that manifest your dream life. There is a profound wisdom in the alignment of thought and feeling. Without feeling, thought is empty. Without thought, feeling is directionless. Together they form the dynamic duo that moves the quantum wave from possibility into certainty. Harness this unity by engaging your imagination in vivid, sensory-rich scenes that evoke strong, positive emotions. These scenes become your reality in the inner world, and as you dwell in them, the outer world must conform. The night holds special magic for this work. As you surrender to sleep, your critical mind loosens its grip, allowing your imagination to flood your subconscious with images and sensations. This fertile ground welcomes the seeds of your chosen reality. Before you fall asleep, rehearse your desired life with all the passion and detail you can muster. Feel the gratitude, the joy, the peace that come with living your dream. This practice sets a powerful tone that influences your dreams and subsequently your waking life. Be patient with yourself in this process. The external world may seem slow to change, but know that transformation begins invisibly. The quantum field shifts first, reorganizing probabilities to favor your chosen outcome. Trust that these invisible shifts are the foundation for visible manifestations. Your role is to maintain your focus and feeling, like a beacon guiding the unseen forces toward your goal. Understand also that this is not a journey you take alone. The quantum field connects all things, and when you align yourself with love, gratitude, and generosity, you invite a flow of abundance that extends beyond personal gain. Your elevated state resonates outward, touching others and the world in ways you cannot yet perceive. The act of creating your dream life becomes a contribution to the greater harmony of existence. Do not fall into the trap of seeking quick fixes or superficial results. True mastery of quantum entanglement is a deep, ongoing practice that transforms your entire being. It rewires your perception, reshapes your identity, and expands your consciousness. As you progress, you begin to see yourself not as a victim of circumstances, but as the sovereign architect of your experience. In moments of challenge or uncertainty, return to the truth of your creative power. Recall that the quantum field is neutral, responsive only to the frequency you emit. By shifting your internal state, you change the energy you project, and the field reorganizes accordingly. This awareness frees you from external influence and empowers you to reclaim control over your life. Cultivate a daily habit of meditation and visualization. These practices quiet the chatter of the mind and open the doorway to your inner world, where the quantum jump occurs. Through consistent application, you deepen your connection to the infinite possibilities that reside within you. Your dreams cease to be distant hopes and become the blueprint of your reality. The moment you fully embrace this, your life begins to unfold as a series of synchronicities, opportunities, and inspired actions that confirm the power of your imagination. You find yourself effortlessly stepping into situations that align with your vision. People appear who support your journey. Circumstances shift to reveal new pathways. This is the dance of quantum entanglement, the universe responding to the clarity and intensity of your internal state. As your awareness expands, you realize that limitations are constructs of the mind, not barriers of reality. Your imagination holds the key to dissolving these constructs and stepping into freedom. Each quantum jump takes you closer to the life you were always meant to live, a life filled with joy, abundance, love, and fulfillment. Your challenge now is to sustain this inner state with unwavering commitment. The temptation to revert to old patterns is strong, but your clarity of vision and depth of feeling serve as anchors, keeping you steady on the path. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to maintain the feeling of the wish fulfilled, even amidst external fluctuations. Remember, the quantum field does not discriminate between positive and negative thoughts. It responds to the strength and consistency of your energy. Choose to invest your power in thoughts that uplift, inspire, and empower. Through this choice, you become a conscious co-creator with the infinite intelligence that orchestrates all existence. Embrace the mystery and wonder of this process. There will be moments when the changes you desire seem invisible, but do not be discouraged. The unseen realm moves in ways beyond your comprehension, weaving the threads of your dream life with precision and grace. Your faith and persistence are the lights that guide this weaving, ensuring your reality aligns with your deepest desires. To live mastering quantum entanglement is to live in the knowing that you are more than a mere observer. You are an active participant in the grand design of creation. This knowledge transforms your relationship with life, imbuing each moment with purpose and possibility. Let your imagination be the artist's brush, painting vivid pictures of your desired future. Let your feelings be the color, rich and vibrant, bringing those pictures to life. And let your faith be the canvas, strong and unyielding, holding the masterpiece until it manifests fully in your world. This practice is not reserved for the few, but is the birthright of all who choose to awaken to their true nature. The quantum jump awaits your command. Step boldly into the infinite, knowing that your dream life is not just a possibility but an inevitable reality shaped by your own consciousness. Feel now the surge of power within you, the connection that transcends space and time, the bridge that links your present moment to your highest vision. With this awareness, you are equipped to create without limitation, to move without fear, and to live fully in the abundance that is your essence. The universe is ready to respond. Will you meet it with the unwavering feeling of the wish fulfilled? Will you take the leap and master the art of quantum entanglement, creating a life beyond your wildest dreams? The choice is yours and the moment is now. To truly grasp the magnitude of this power you hold, envision yourself as a node within an infinite network of consciousness, each node connected to countless others across dimensions unseen. This is the essence of quantum entanglement, an unbreakable link binding you to all possibilities, all versions of yourself, all outcomes waiting to be realized. When you understand this, your perspective shifts from limitation to liberation. You begin to see that what you once thought impossible is simply reality, yet to be claimed by your inner state. The path to mastering quantum entanglement is walked first in the landscape of your mind. The world you experience is not separate from your thoughts and feelings. It is a mirror reflecting the state you assume. This mirror can change at any moment, because it responds to your inner frequency. When you consistently imagine and feel your dream life as real, you send a powerful signal through the quantum field. This signal resonates with the version of you who has already stepped into that life, creating an energetic pull that draws your outer reality toward it. This process requires more than intellectual understanding. It demands total immersion in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The mind may doubt, but the heart must believe without hesitation. Doubt creates resistance, breaking the entangled connection and scattering your energy. Belief, in contrast, is like a magnet that pulls the threads of possibility into a single point of manifestation. Begin by crafting detailed mental scenes of your desired reality. Do not merely think about what you want. Live it internally with all your senses. See the colors vividly. Hear the sounds clearly. Feel the textures against your skin. Embrace the emotions that accompany this reality. Joy, peace, excitement, gratitude. Let these feelings saturate you until they become your dominant state of being. The subconscious mind, which controls the formation of your reality, responds only to feeling. It cannot distinguish between imagined experience and physical reality when the feeling is genuine. As you practice this daily, you will notice a shift in your awareness. You will begin to perceive subtle synchronicities and opportunities that align with your vision. These are the signs of your quantum jump manifesting. The universe rearranges itself to match your inner world, bending circumstances and people toward your desired outcome. Trust these signs. They are confirmations that the invisible threads of entanglement are tightening. You must also understand the importance of persistence. The quantum field moves according to the consistency of your inner state, not the speed of external events. Even when the outer world seems unchanged, continue to live and feel as if your dream is already realized. This steadfastness dissolves old patterns and entrenched beliefs, clearing the way for new realities to emerge. The moments before sleep are especially potent for this work. In that twilight state between wakefulness and dreams, your imagination reigns supreme, and the conscious mind's critical faculties relax. Use this time to immerse yourself in your mental scenes. Feel deeply the life you desire, allowing the sensation to imprint itself on your subconscious. This nightly rehearsal is like watering a seed, nurturing the growth of your dream until it blossoms in the physical world. Do not underestimate the power of your words, spoken or silent. Affirmations that reflect your fulfilled desire, expressed with conviction and feeling, strengthen the quantum connection. Say them often, especially when doubts arise, to realign your vibration with your vision. Release any attachment to the how and when of manifestation. The universe is infinitely creative and intelligent, capable of orchestrating outcomes beyond your imagination. Your role is to maintain your inner state, to hold the vision with unwavering faith, and to act when inspired. Action aligned with your vision amplifies the quantum signal and accelerates the manifestation process. Recognize that your entire being, mind, body, and spirit, must align with your desire for quantum entanglement to be fully realized. Physical habits, emotional states, and mental patterns all influence your vibration. Cultivate health, joy, and peace within yourself, for these amplify your creative power. When your whole self resonates with your vision, the quantum field responds with greater force. It is also vital to embrace a mindset of gratitude. Gratitude opens your heart and raises your vibration, making you a magnet for blessings. Express thanks for your current life and the dream life in advance, knowing that the feeling of gratitude is a powerful attractor. It aligns you with the flow of abundance and invites the universe to shower you with more to be thankful for. As you deepen your mastery, you will come to see that time is an illusion. Past, present, and future coexist in the quantum realm. Your assumption of the wish fulfilled collapses time's linearity, allowing you to step into the reality you choose regardless of external conditions. This realization liberates you from waiting and struggle. The dream life is accessible now in this moment. As your consciousness shifts, embrace this truth fully. You are not subject to the circumstances of your life, but are their creator. Each moment offers a new opportunity to jump into the reality you desire. With every breath, you can choose to assume the feeling of your fulfilled wish, strengthening the entanglement between your current self and your dream self. Know that this power is not limited or reserved for the few. It is the birthright of every conscious being. The key lies in your willingness to awaken to your creative nature and to engage your imagination with feeling and faith. The more you practice, the more effortless quantum jumping becomes. It evolves from a deliberate technique into your natural state of being. You live from the fulfilled desire, and your life reflects this internal reality. Challenges may arise, but your connection to the quantum field sustains you, guiding you back to your true self. This mastery transforms not only your circumstances, but your identity. You become a person who knows how to create life consciously and joyfully. Your presence radiates confidence and peace, and you inspire others to awaken to their own power. Remember that the quantum field is neutral and impartial. It does not judge your desires, but responds to the clarity, consistency, and intensity of your inner state. Therefore, cultivate thoughts and feelings that support your highest good and the good of all. Let your imagination soar without limitation. The dream life you envision can be more magnificent than you have ever dared to imagine. Do not censor or diminish your vision. The quantum field is vast and responds generously to boldness and clarity. As you continue on this path, be open to receiving in unexpected ways. Sometimes the universe answers with surprises that surpass your original desire. Trust in this intelligence and welcome these gifts with joy. Your role is to remain the faithful observer and deliberate creator, holding steady in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. With patience and persistence, your quantum jump becomes inevitable. Feel now the infinite potential within you, the eternal spark of creation that connects you to all that is. This connection is the source of your power, the foundation of your dream life. Step boldly into this truth. Live it fully and watch as your reality transforms in magnificent ways. The universe awaits your command, ready to bring forth the life you imagine with unwavering faith and deliberate feeling. This moment is your portal. Your quantum jump begins now. Imagine now that every thought you think, every feeling you cultivate, sends out waves through an infinite sea of possibility. These waves ripple outward, intersecting and converging with others, creating a complex, living pattern that shapes the very fabric of your experience. This is the nature of the quantum field, dynamic, alive, responsive to your inner state. To master quantum entanglement is to become fluent in the language of these waves, to wield your consciousness as an instrument that tunes into the reality you desire. There is no need to seek validation outside of yourself. The world you see around you is a mirror reflecting your internal landscape. When you change your inner state, the reflection must change accordingly. This is not theory, but a living truth you can test and prove through your own experience. Begin by observing your habitual thoughts and emotions. Are they aligned with the life you wish to create, or are they reinforcing past limitations? Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Once you become aware, intentionally choose thoughts and feelings that support your desired reality. This choice requires commitment and discipline, because the old mental patterns can be strong and persistent. But with patience and persistence, these patterns weaken and give way to new neural pathways that support your creative power. The imagination is your laboratory, the place where quantum entanglement is initiated. Visualize yourself living your dream life in rich detail. See yourself in the environment you desire, interacting with people who support you, engaged in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Do this repeatedly, every day, allowing the scene to become vivid and emotionally charged. The feeling you evoke in this mental rehearsal is the key. It must be genuine and sustained. Remember, your subconscious mind does not know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and physical reality when accompanied by strong feeling. By impressing these scenes upon your subconscious, you program it to manifest them in your waking life. This is the essence of quantum jumping, the shift from possibility to actuality driven by your focused consciousness. As you deepen this practice, you will notice changes in your outer world. Opportunities will appear, relationships will shift, and circumstances will align with your inner vision. These are the footprints of the quantum jump taking form. Trust these signs and allow them to inspire greater faith and focus. At times you may face doubt or impatience. This is natural, for the ego mind often resists change and clings to familiar patterns. When this happens, return to your inner sanctuary through meditation or quiet contemplation. Reconnect with the feeling of the fulfilled desire. Let this feeling wash away doubt and reinforce your connection to the quantum field. The night holds a special key to manifestation. As you drift to sleep, your critical mind relaxes, and your imagination becomes dominant. Use this time to immerse yourself in the sensation of your dream life. Feel the joy, gratitude, and peace as if you are already living it. These nightly rehearsals send powerful messages to your subconscious, accelerating the quantum jump. Do not attempt to force or control the process. The universe is infinitely wise and knows the perfect timing and methods for your manifestations. Your role is to hold steady in the feeling of your fulfilled wish, to act when inspired, and to remain open to unexpected blessings. In aligning your whole being, mind, body, and spirit with your vision, you create a resonance that magnifies your creative power. Care for your physical health, cultivate emotional balance, and nurture spiritual awareness. These practices raise your vibration and deepen your entanglement with your dream self. Gratitude is the magnetic force that draws abundance to you. Cultivate a heart full of thankfulness for what you have and what is coming. Express this gratitude daily and watch how it transforms your experience. Remember, time is a construct of the mind. In the quantum realm, all possibilities coexist. By assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled now, you transcend linear time and step into your desired reality, regardless of current circumstances. You are the master of your destiny. Each moment offers a new chance to choose the consciousness of your fulfilled desire. With every breath, you can align yourself more deeply with the quantum field and the infinite possibilities it holds. This power is not exclusive. It belongs to everyone willing to awaken to their creative nature. Embrace it fully. Let your imagination soar without limits. Hold your vision with unwavering faith and deep feeling. As you do, your life becomes a dance of miracles, synchronicities, and joyful creation. The universe responds to the clarity and intensity of your inner state, bringing forth the reality you have imagined. Celebrate every sign of progress. Each manifestation is a testament to your mastery and a stepping stone to greater expansion. Challenges may arise, but know they serve to strengthen your resolve and refine your focus. You are learning to navigate the unseen currents of creation with grace and power. The quantum field is neutral and responds only to the frequency you emit. Choose thoughts and feelings that uplift and empower you and others. Your dream life can be more magnificent than you ever dared to imagine. Do not limit your vision. The universe delights in generosity toward bold creators. Remain open to surprises and blessings that exceed your expectations. Trust in the intelligence that guides all things. Your role is to remain the faithful creator, holding the vision with love and persistence. The quantum jump is inevitable. Feel now the infinite creative potential within you. This is the spark that connects you to all existence and the source of your power. Step boldly into this truth, live it fully. Watch your reality transform in ways beyond your wildest dreams. The universe awaits your command. The moment to quantum jump into your dream life is now. And so, beloved creator, know this. The power to reshape your life, to leap across timelines and realities, is not hidden from you, it is within you. You are already entangled with every version of yourself that lives the life you desire. All that remains is for you to align with it through feeling, through assumption, through unwavering faith. Walk not by sight, but by the inner knowing that what you have imagined is already yours. Let your imagination become your home, your sanctuary, your launching pad. Trust the unseen, persist in the feeling, and watch with awe and wonder as the outer world bends to reflect the inner world you have chosen. You are not waiting on the world is waiting on you. Jump, assume, and live from the end. Your dream life is calling, and it is already here. What if I told you that the world you see, the life you live, and the experiences you encounter are but a reflection of what you dare to believe? That beyond the veil of sight lies an infinite realm of possibilities, waiting, yearning to be revealed through the sheer force of faith. Not the wavering faith of mere hope, but the unwavering conviction that what you desire is already yours, even before your senses can confirm it. Faith is not blind, it is the most piercing vision of all. It does not wait for proof, it creates the proof. It does not ask for signs, it is the sign. When you dare to believe in the unseen as if it were already seen, you set the wheels of creation in motion. The world is but a mirror, faithfully reflecting back to you the images you hold within. Everything you will ever need, every dream you long to fulfill, and every door you wish to see open already exists within you. The key is not in the struggle of the outer world, but in the alignment of your inner world. Your thoughts, your feelings, your unwavering assumption of truth. These are the architects of your reality. Doubt whispers, see it first, then believe. But faith commands, believe first, and you shall see. This is the great secret, the divine law that governs creation. The moment you accept a thing as real in your mind, it begins to crystallize in the world of form. You are not a passive observer of life, you are the creator of it. Look beyond what your eyes reveal. Close them if you must, and see with the eye of faith. Feel the reality of your desire as though it were already fulfilled. Walk as if you already possess that which you seek, and watch as the unseen bends to the command of your inner certainty. Faith is the bridge between where you stand and where you wish to be. It is not an idle wish, but a living force, a force that shapes mountains, parts seas, and makes the impossible inevitable. Do not look to circumstances to confirm what is possible. Look within and declare it so. To those who say, "I will believe it when I see it," I say, you will see it only when you believe it. For the world around you is but a canvas upon which your beliefs are painted. Let those beliefs be bold, unwavering, and unshakable. Let them be rooted not in what is, but in what can be, what already is, in the realm of the unseen, waiting for your faith to call it forth. Faith is the unseen architect of all that you will ever experience. It does not rely on evidence from the senses, nor does it wait for the world to affirm its reality. Instead, it moves with the confidence of one who already knows the end from the beginning. When you embrace faith as the governing principle of your life, you no longer waver between doubt and belief. You no longer ask if your desires will manifest. You know they must, for faith is the law that governs creation itself. Look around you. Everything you see, every building, every invention, every great achievement, once existed solely in the unseen realm of thought. The minds that birthed these wonders did not wait for proof. They knew. They accepted their vision as reality before the world had any evidence of it. This is the way of creation. To bring forth what is unseen, you must first believe in it so completely that it becomes more real to you than what your eyes perceive. The mistake most people make is that they place their faith in the world outside of them rather than in the power within them. They look at conditions, at circumstances, at what others say is possible, and they allow these external things to dictate their beliefs. But faith does not concern itself with appearances. Faith transcends the limitations of time and space. Faith sees what is not yet visible and declares it done. Doubt is the destroyer of all possibility. It is the voice that whispers, "What if it doesn't work? What if I fail? What if I'm only deceiving myself?" But hear me when I say the only deception is the belief in lack, in limitation, in impossibility. The only failure is the failure to believe. The only thing standing between you and the life you desire is your ability to persist in faith, to remain unshaken no matter what the outer world presents. The world is simply a reflection of your inner state. It does not create, it only mirrors. If you believe yourself to be limited, your world will reflect limitation. If you believe yourself to be abundant, your world will overflow with abundance. This is not wishful thinking. This is law. The outer world must conform to the image you hold within. There is no other way. When you impress upon your mind the certainty of your desires, when you live from the state of the wish fulfilled, you shift your entire reality. You no longer beg, you no longer hope, you know. And in that knowing, in that deep and abiding faith, the unseen forces of creation move to bring forth what you have accepted as truth. Do not allow the evidence of your senses to shake your conviction. The senses are bound by the past, by what has been, but faith moves in the realm of what can be. If you allow yourself to be guided by what you see now, you will only repeat the same patterns, the same experiences over and over again. But if you dare to close your eyes and see with the inner vision of faith, you will call forth an entirely new reality. Think of the great figures throughout history who changed the course of the world. They did not wait for proof. They believed. They held within them a vision so clear, so absolute, that it had no choice but to materialize. They did not allow doubt to take root. They did not falter in their conviction. And because they remained steadfast in their belief, they bent reality to match their vision. This same power resides within you. There is no special gift required, no external force needed. The only thing required is the willingness to believe, fully, completely, without hesitation. If you can master this, there is nothing you cannot achieve. The problem is not that people lack faith. The problem is that they place their faith in the wrong things. They have faith in failure, in struggle, in disappointment. They believe in lack more than they believe in abundance. They trust in their fears more than they trust in their dreams. And so, their faith, misplaced as it is, delivers exactly what they expect. But when you shift your faith, when you direct it toward the unseen good that is waiting to manifest in your life, you will see miracles unfold before you. You will witness the impossible become possible. You will step into a reality that once seemed beyond your reach, only to realize it was always there, waiting for you to claim it. Faith is not passive. It does not wait idly, hoping for change. It acts, it assumes, it moves as though what is desired is already here. If you desire wealth, do not wait for it to come before you feel wealthy. Feel it now. Move through the world with the confidence of one who already possesses great abundance. If you desire love, do not wait for another to provide it. Become love itself. Live as though you are already cherished, already adored, and watch as the world reflects this back to you. This is not pretending, this is not wishful thinking, this is the law of assumption in action. You assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and by doing so you summon it into existence. The world has no choice but to obey. It is bound by the unseen forces that respond to your inner state. But you must persist. Faith that wavers is no faith at all. If you plant a seed and then dig it up each day to see if it is growing, you will never see the harvest. Faith is the patience to know that what has been set in motion must come to pass. It does not entertain doubt, for doubt is the only thing that can delay or derail the manifestation of your desires. Do not say, "I will believe when I see." Say instead, "I will see because I believe." This is the only truth that matters. All else is illusion. There is no power outside of you greater than the power within you. There is no force that can stop you except your own doubt. The moment you cast aside hesitation, the moment you embrace faith as the sole governing force of your life, the moment you step boldly into the unseen as though it were already made manifest, at that moment the universe bends to your will. You are not here to struggle. You are not here to be a victim of circumstances. You are here to create, to shape, to mold reality according to the vision you hold within. But you must believe before you see. You must walk in the assumption of your desire fulfilled before it is confirmed by the world. And when you do, you will marvel at the power you possess. You will stand in awe of the way life rearranges itself to match your inner conviction. You will no longer live as one who hopes. You will live as one who knows. And in that knowing, the unseen will become seen. The impossible will become inevitable, and your world will transform before your very eyes. Faith is the master key that unlocks the unseen, the force that calls forth that which is hidden into the realm of experience. It is not a mere wish, nor is it a desperate plea. It is the unwavering certainty that what is imagined, what is felt in the depths of your being, is more real than what your senses suggest. The world you see is only a shadow of what has already taken form in the unseen. The moment you claim a thing as yours in consciousness, it begins to weave itself into the fabric of reality, moving through the unseen corridors of existence until it stands fully formed before you. Most people live in response to the world, allowing their beliefs to be shaped by what their eyes perceive. They see lack, and so they believe in lack. They see struggle, and so they assume struggle must always be their lot. But faith does not look at the world and react. Faith looks within and creates. It does not take instruction from appearances, but gives instruction to them. If you wish to change what is seen, you must first alter what is unseen. If you desire a different reality, you must first believe it into being. This is why you cannot wait for evidence before believing. To do so is to misunderstand the very nature of creation. All things, whether great or small, grand or simple, first existed as unseen realities, formed in the silent chambers of thought and imagination before they emerge into the visible world. Nothing can exist in the outer world unless it first exists in the inner world. Your inner state is the blueprint from which your outer world is constructed. You are always creating, always shaping, always calling forth realities, whether you realize it or not. You need not struggle to bring forth what is already yours. The seed of your desire was planted within you for a reason, and the moment you claim it in faith, you initiate an unseen process that must bring it forth. But you must nurture that seed with unwavering belief. You must water it with conviction and shield it from the weeds of doubt. If you allow fear and uncertainty to take root, they will choke out the growth of that which was meant to flourish in your life. Think of the moments in your life when you were certain of an outcome before it happened. Perhaps you knew deep within you that an opportunity would come, and so it did. Perhaps you felt with absolute confidence that something wonderful was about to unfold, and reality responded in kind. These were not coincidences. They were the manifestations of your faith in action, proof that what you assumed to be true in the depths of your being must eventually be made visible. But the greatest challenge most people face is that they do not persist in faith. They begin with belief, but when they do not see immediate results, they falter. They allow the world to dictate whether they should continue believing. But this is not faith. It is doubt disguised as hope. Faith does not ask how long will it take. Faith does not check for signs of progress. Faith knows that what is unseen is already as real as what is seen, and it holds firm in that. Do not be like the one who plants a seed and then digs it up each day to see if it is sprouted. Such a person will never see the harvest. Instead, be like the one who plants in confidence, knowing that the process of growth is unfolding beneath the surface, even when it cannot yet be seen. Hold your faith with that same certainty and watch as the unseen becomes visible in its appointed time. There is no force in existence that can withhold from you that which you claim in faith. There is no barrier, no obstacle, no circumstance that can stand against the power of a mind that knows what it wants and refuses to accept anything less. The world conforms to the convictions you hold most deeply. If you believe in limitation, you will experience limitation. If you believe in expansion, in abundance, in success, you will walk into a world that reflects exactly that. The key is to feel the reality of your desire as though it were already yours. Do not look at what is missing. Look at what is already present within you. Feel the joy of having, the gratitude of receiving, the certainty of being. Live from the end, from the place where your wish is already fulfilled. When you assume this state fully, the world has no choice but to yield to your assumption. Many will say, "But I see no sign of change. I see no proof that what I desire is coming to pass." To them I say, you are looking in the wrong place. The proof is not found in the world outside of you, but in the world within you. If you have claimed something in faith, if you have accepted it as your truth, then it is already done. The outer world will catch up in time, but the work of creation is complete the moment you believe. Doubt is the only thing that can delay your manifestations. Fear is the only thing that can block what is meant for you. If you find yourself wavering, remind yourself of this: the unseen is more real than the seen. Just as the roots of a great tree are hidden beneath the earth long before its branches reach toward the sky, so too is your manifestation taking shape in the unseen before it reveals itself to the senses. Faith is not about waiting, it is about knowing. It is about walking as though you already possess that which you seek. It is about moving through life with the certainty that what you have claimed is already yours. And when you walk in this knowing, the world must shift to accommodate the reality you have accepted. Do not concern yourself with how your desires will come to pass. The mind that is limited by the senses will always seek explanations, will always look for a logical path. But faith does not concern itself with logic. Faith knows that the unseen forces of life are far greater than human understanding. Faith does not ask how, it only declares it is done. You must persist. You must remain steadfast, even when the world gives you every reason to doubt, even when circumstances appear unchanged, even when nothing seems to move. For what you see now is only the shadow of past beliefs. If you hold firm to your new assumption, the old reality will fade, and the new will take its place. This is not speculation, this is law. Everything in your life is the result of the beliefs you have accepted as true. Everything you have experienced, whether joyful or painful, has been shaped by the assumptions you have held within. And the moment you shift those assumptions, the moment you replace doubt with certainty, the moment you step fully into the state of knowing, everything must change. There is no need to struggle, there is no need to fight against what is. Simply turn your attention to what will be and accept it as your reality now. Walk in that state, live in that feeling, breathe in that truth, and watch as the world transforms before your very eyes. You were never meant to live by sight alone. You were meant to see with the eye of faith, to create with the power of belief, to call forth the unseen with the certainty that it is already yours. And when you master this, you will never again ask, is it possible? You will simply know. And in that knowing, the world will bow to your command, and the unseen will reveal itself in perfect form, just as you have believed. Faith is the hidden force that shapes all reality. It is the quiet yet undeniable power that stands behind every creation, every transformation, and every miracle the world has ever witnessed. Those who grasp its significance understand that they are never at the mercy of circumstances. They are not bound by the limitations of the past, nor are they subject to the whims of fate. Instead, they stand as masters of their destiny, architects of their world, shaping and molding life according to the vision they hold within. Look upon the world and see it for what it truly is, a mirror reflecting back to you the contents of your mind. If you wish to change what appears before you, you must first change what you believe to be true. The unseen forces of life move in response to your assumptions, your convictions, your unwavering certainty that what you claim in faith is already yours. It does not matter whether the outer world has caught up yet. It does not matter whether others see what you see. What matters is that you hold your belief so firmly, so completely, that the world has no choice but to conform. Most people live their lives in quiet resignation, believing they are bound by what they can see, hear, and touch. They believe in struggle because struggle is what they have always known. They believe in scarcity because scarcity is what has been presented to them. But this is not truth. This is merely conditioning. The moment they dare to believe in something greater, the moment they embrace faith as their guide, the entire structure of their world begins to shift. Do not look to the world to affirm what is possible. Do not wait for permission to believe in your own power. The evidence you seek will not come from the outside, it will come from within. If you dare to believe in your unseen potential, if you dare to accept that your desires are already fulfilled, you will witness reality bending in ways you never imagined possible. The great figures of history, those who shaped nations, who defied the odds, who created masterpieces, who turned dreams into reality, had one thing in common. They did not wait for the world to tell them what was possible. They knew. They moved in faith, acting as though the unseen was already visible, as though their vision was already reality. And because they did, the world had no choice but to catch up. This is the great secret that few truly understand. The world does not create your beliefs. Your beliefs create your world. If you assume yourself to be limited, you will see nothing but limitations. If you assume yourself to be abundant, you will find abundance flowing into your life from all directions. If you assume yourself to be powerless, you will remain powerless. But the moment you shift your assumption, the moment you declare, it is done, everything begins to change. You must walk in the state of the wish fulfilled. You must live as though what you desire is already yours. You must feel the joy of having, the satisfaction of receiving, the confidence of knowing. And when you do, the unseen will move in ways that defy explanation. The people, the circumstances, the opportunities, all will begin to align in perfect harmony with the reality you have accepted within. Doubt is the only thing that can stand in your way. The moment you entertain the thought that perhaps it will not happen, that perhaps you are mistaken, that perhaps you have been foolish to believe, you delay the very thing you seek. But if you hold firm, if you remain unwavering, if you refuse to be shaken by appearances, the unseen must become seen. It is not a question of if, it is only a matter of when. Many will tell you to be realistic, to accept things as they are, to settle for what seems possible. But faith does not concern itself with what seems possible. Faith moves mountains. Faith parts seas. Faith transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. If you are willing to stand firm in your conviction, if you are willing to see with the eye of faith rather than the eye of flesh, you will come to know a power greater than anything the world has taught you to believe. You do not need to know how it will happen. You do not need to concern yourself with the mechanics of manifestation. That is not your work. Your work is to believe, to assume, to persist, to remain unshaken no matter what appears before you. The world may tell you that your desires are impossible. Circumstances may suggest that nothing is changing, but hold fast. The world is merely catching up to what you have already claimed in faith. It may take days, weeks, or even months, but what you have accepted as truth will manifest in its perfect time. There is no need to strain, no need to force, no need to worry. Creation is effortless when it is done from the place of certainty. When you align yourself with faith, you no longer struggle to make things happen, you allow them to unfold. You no longer chase opportunities, they find you. You no longer seek confirmation, the world confirms what you have already declared within. This is the secret of all great success, the foundation of all true power. You must believe before you see. The moment you wait for proof before you believe, you have already placed yourself in a position of doubt. But the moment you declare that what you desire is already yours, the unseen begins to shift. The currents of existence begin to move, and reality begins to rearrange itself to bring forth that which you have accepted as true. Hold fast to your vision. Walk with the confidence of one who already possesses that which they seek. Speak not of what is lacking, but of what is already done. Feel the reality of your desire as though it were already present, and know, without a shadow of doubt, that it must come to pass. For in the realm of faith, nothing is impossible, and all things are already yours. Faith is not a mere idea. It is the force that governs all creation. It does not ask whether something is possible. It declares it so. It does not wait for circumstances to confirm its truth. It moves forward in absolute conviction, knowing that the unseen is more real than what the senses perceive. When you truly grasp this, you will never again hesitate, never again look to the world for permission to believe. You will stand in your own authority, knowing that what you accept as true within must eventually manifest without. Look at the vastness of creation. The stars, the oceans, the mountains. None of these things appeared by chance. They were spoken into existence, brought forth by an unseen intelligence that knew no limitation, no restriction, no impossibility. And this same power resides within you. It is the power of assumption, the power of belief, the power of absolute faith in the unseen. The moment you claim something as your own, the moment you declare it to be real, the wheels of creation begin to turn in your favor. But to those who waver, to those who believe one moment and doubt the next, reality remains unchanged. For faith is not a temporary state, it is a way of being. It is a constant, unwavering certainty that what is desired is already yours. And this is where so many fail, not because they lack power, but because they lack persistence. They allow what their eyes see to dictate what they believe, rather than allowing what they believe to dictate what their eyes will see. And so, if you would only hold firm, if you would only refuse to accept anything less than the fulfillment of your desires, you would see miracles unfold before you. You would witness reality shifting in ways that defy logic, ways that seem impossible to those who rely only on the evidence of the senses. But to you, it would be no surprise, for you would know that faith does not bend to the world. The world bends to faith. The great secret is this: the moment you assume something to be true, it is true. It may not yet be visible, but it is already taking shape, already moving toward manifestation. And if you persist, if you do not waver, if you refuse to be shaken by appearances, it must come to pass. It is not a question of if, but when. And when it does, you will look back and realize that it was never in doubt, that the outcome was certain from the very beginning. The world will always test you. It will present you with reasons to doubt, reasons to fear, reasons to give up. But these are mere illusions, shadows attempting to distract you from the truth. And the truth is this: what you hold in faith, you will hold in your hands. What you see within, you will see without. What you assume to be real will become real. Do not be like those who wait for proof before believing. Do not be like those who look to the world for confirmation before they dare to assume their desires are already fulfilled. Be among those who know, who walk in confidence, who act as though their dreams are already reality. For these are the ones who shape the world, who move mountains, who create something out of nothing. I think when you walk in faith, you are no longer bound by the past. You are no longer limited by what has been. You stand in the realm of infinite possibility, knowing that you are the creator of your own experience. And in this knowing, you become unstoppable. Nothing can stand in your way, nothing can deny you, nothing can hold you back. Because the world must conform to the reality you hold within. You are not small. You are not weak, you are not subject to fate or chance. You are the master of your destiny, the creator of your world, the force that brings the unseen into being. And when you accept this fully, when you embrace faith as your guiding principle, you will see wonders beyond imagination. You will live a life of boundless possibility, where the only limits that exist are those you refuse to believe in. There is no need to ask when your desires will come to pass. There is no need to ask how they will unfold. That is not your concern. Your only concern is to believe, to assume, to persist in the knowing that what you have claimed is already yours. And when you do, reality will rearrange itself to reflect your assumption, and you will stand as living proof that faith is the key to all things. Now go forth, not as one who hopes, but as one who knows, not as one who waits, but as one who acts in certainty. For what you have accepted in faith is already done, and nothing in this world can keep it from you. Faith is not passive. It is a living force, an active energy that shapes and molds the world according to your belief. It does not hesitate, it does not waver, it moves with certainty, knowing that what is assumed in the mind must be expressed in reality. If you understand this, truly understand it, then you will never again look to the world for confirmation. You will no longer wait for proof, no longer seek validation from the outside. You will know that what you have accepted within is already yours, and because you know, it must come to pass. Everything in your life is a reflection of your most dominant beliefs. Look around you. Your circumstances, your experiences, your relationships, all of these are mirrors, faithfully showing you the assumptions you have held within. If you wish to change the reflection, do not attempt to manipulate the mirror. Do not struggle against the outer world trying to force it to change. Instead, turn inward. Change the assumption, and the world must follow. You do not need effort, you need certainty. You do not need to fight against what is, you need to assume what will be. There is no power in struggle, no magic in resistance. The only true power is found in the quiet confidence of absolute faith. And when you move in this faith, when you carry yourself with the assurance of one who already possesses what they seek, the unseen forces of life respond in ways beyond comprehension. Most people live by what they see. They look at their bank accounts, their circumstances, their conditions, and they allow these things to determine what they believe is possible. But faith does not work this way. Faith does not concern itself with what is. It concerns itself with what will be. It does not accept limitations, for it knows that the only limits that exist are the ones imposed by belief. If you accept struggle, you will experience struggle. If you accept ease, life will flow effortlessly. If you accept lack, you will find yourself always wanting. But if you accept abundance, you will watch as the world reshapes itself to provide it. The key to all manifestation is this: live from the end. Do not wait to see results before you believe. Do not wait for confirmation before you assume. Assume now, believe now, feel now, step into the state of the wish fulfilled now, and the world will adjust accordingly. You must occupy the reality you desire mentally and emotionally before it can become physically tangible. There is no mystery to this, it is law. The world has no choice but to reflect what you hold to be true. If you desire love, you must become love within yourself. If you desire success, you must embody success in your mind before it ever reaches your hands. Do not seek outwardly, create inwardly. Assume the feeling of already being the person you wish to be, and watch as life unfolds in ways you never expected. Doubt is the destroyer of all things. It is the silent thief that robs you of your dreams before they can ever take form. The moment you allow doubt to creep in, you disrupt the process of creation. The moment you question whether your desires will come to pass, you introduce resistance. But faith knows no resistance. Faith does not ask if, it only declares. It is done. You must train yourself to stand unwavering in your assumption. No matter what the outer world presents, no matter how things may appear, hold to the reality you have created within. If you desire health, do not wait for your body to confirm it, feel it now. If you desire wealth, do not wait for money to appear. Walk with the confidence of one who already possesses abundance. If you desire success, do not wait for recognition. Carry yourself as though success is already yours. The world will attempt to shake you, to make you question your faith, to convince you that you are only dreaming. But do not be fooled. Reality is not what is seen, it is what is believed. The moment you accept something as true in your mind, the process of manifestation has begun. And if you do not waver, if you do not allow fear to uproot the seed you have planted, you will watch as what was once unseen becomes undeniable. It is not your job to determine how your desires will manifest. Do not concern yourself with methods, with timing, with logic. These things belong to the realm of the unseen, governed by forces far greater than human understanding. Your only task is to assume, to believe, and to remain steadfast in your faith. The how will take care of itself. You do not chase, you attract. You do not strive, you allow. You do not beg, you declare. This is the nature of faith. It does not plead, it does not wish, it knows. And when you truly know, when you step into the certainty that what you have assumed is already done, life must bend to your will. The unseen must take shape, the invisible must become visible, and the impossible must become inevitable. Most people live as though they are powerless, as though they are at the mercy of fate. They believe they must work tirelessly, struggle endlessly, push against obstacles just to achieve the smallest victories. But this is not the way of creation. The greatest achievements, the most remarkable successes, the most profound transformations have never come from struggle, they have come from faith, from the unwavering conviction that reality is shaped from within, not dictated from without. You are not weak, you are not insignificant, you are not bound by circumstance. You are the creator of your own experience, the master of your own world. And the moment you accept this, the moment you embrace the truth that what you assume must become real, you will step into a life of limitless possibility. The unseen is not distant, it is not something separate from you, it is here, now, waiting for you to claim it. The life you desire is already yours in the realm of faith, already formed in the invisible, waiting to be called forth into the visible. But you must accept it as real before it can appear. You must move as though it has already happened, live as though it is already yours, walk as though you already possess it. This is the only requirement. Not effort, not struggle, not force, only belief. only the absolute, unwavering certainty that what you have accepted in faith is already done. And when you live in this certainty, when you refuse to entertain any thought that contradicts your assumption, the unseen must become seen, the formless must take shape. The world must move in ways that align with the reality you have claimed. Do not wait for the world to change before you believe. Believe and the world will change. Do not wait for circumstances to improve before you feel joy. Feel joy now and watch as circumstances improve. Do not wait for proof before you trust in the power within you. Trust now and the proof will come. Everything you desire is already here. Everything you seek is already yours. The only thing required is that you assume it, that you accept it, that you believe in it so fully that the world has no choice but to make it visible. This is the nature of faith. It does not wait for signs, it creates them. It does not ask for permission, it declares its own truth. And when you live in this truth, when you walk in this knowing, nothing is impossible, nothing is out of reach, nothing can stand between you and the life you were meant to live. Hold firm, stand unwavering, assume the best, and it must come to pass. Know that the unseen is already yours, and watch as the world aligns itself to your belief. For faith is the only key, the only power, the only force that can turn the invisible into reality. And when you embrace it fully, when you embody it completely, you will no longer ask if your desires will manifest. You will only say, "It is done." Faith is the great unseen power that moves mountains, parts seas, and bends reality to the conviction of the one who dares to believe. It is not merely a hope or a wish, but an unshakable knowing, a force so absolute that nothing in the world can stand against it. Those who walk by faith do not live according to what their senses tell them. They live according to what they know to be true in the unseen realm. And because they do, they bring forth into existence that which others deem impossible. You are not here to be a passive observer of life. You are not meant to drift aimlessly, subject to the winds of chance, hoping that something good will come your way. No, you are here to create, to shape, to manifest from the unseen into the seen. The entire world is responding to you at every moment, aligning itself with the assumptions you hold, the beliefs you carry, the truths you accept as reality. And when you understand this, you will no longer wait for life to happen to you. You will make it happen from within. Most people walk through life asleep, unaware that they are the cause of their own experiences. They react to the world as though they are powerless, believing that life is something that happens to them rather than something that unfolds from them. But the truth is this: life is a mirror, a reflection of what you hold to be true in the depths of your being. If you accept lack, you will see lack. If you accept struggle, you will experience struggle. But the moment you shift your belief, the moment you declare, "I am already that which I seek," the world begins to change in response. You cannot see air, but you know it is there. You cannot see the roots of a tree beneath the earth, but you know they exist. In the same way, you may not yet see the fulfillment of your desires, but they are already taking form in the unseen. And if you persist in the belief that they are yours, if you refuse to entertain any thought of doubt, they must appear in your physical reality. The greatest mistake people make is looking to the outer world for confirmation before they believe. They say, "I will believe it when I see it," but this is not how faith works. Faith declares, "I will see it because I believe it." Faith does not wait for proof, it creates the proof. It does not look to the world for signs, it is the sign. There is no need to strive, no need to struggle, no need to force things into being. The moment you accept something as real in your mind, the process of manifestation begins. But you must hold firm. You must remain unwavering in your conviction. You must walk as though it is already done, speak as though it is already done, feel as though it is already done. And when you do, reality will move to accommodate the truth you have claimed. Doubt is the only thing that can delay your manifestation. The moment you begin to question whether it is possible, the moment you entertain the idea that it might not happen, you introduce resistance. You create a gap between yourself and what you desire. But faith allows no gaps, no hesitation, no uncertainty. It is whole, complete, absolute. And when you hold this absolute certainty, when you refuse to be swayed by appearances, the world must bend to match your belief. Do not look at your present circumstances as proof of what is possible. Your current reality is only a reflection of past beliefs, past assumptions, past states of mind. If you want to change what is, you must first change what you assume to be true. You must dare to believe in something greater, something unseen, something that exists beyond the limitations of the senses. And when you do, that unseen reality will take form before your very eyes. You are not bound by time, you are not subject to delays. The only thing that determines when your desires will manifest is your willingness to accept them as already done. The moment you step into the feeling of already having, already being, already possessing, the unseen moves to bring it forth. But if you hesitate, if you waver between belief and doubt, you delay the very thing you seek. Think of the great visionaries, the ones who changed the world. They did not wait for proof before they believed in their dreams. They did not ask for permission before they stepped into their greatness. They simply knew. They assumed the reality of their vision before anyone else could see it. And because they did, the world was forced to catch up. This is the secret to all success, the foundation of all miracles. You must first believe, and then you will see. You must claim your desires in faith, embody them, live from them. And when you do, life will rearrange itself to match the truth you have declared. You are not small, you are not powerless, you are not at the mercy of circumstances. You are the creator of your own experience, the master of your own world. The moment you accept this, the moment you take full ownership of your creative power, you will watch as the unseen bends to your will. There is no force outside of you that can deny you what is already yours. There is no obstacle that can stand in your way. The only question is, do you believe? Not partially, not hesitantly, but with absolute certainty. For if you do, if you truly believe, then it is already done. Do not concern yourself with how, do not concern yourself with when. These things are not your responsibility. Your only task is to assume the reality you desire, to walk in it, to feel it as though it were already true. And when you do, the world must conform. For faith is the greatest force in existence, the bridge between what is unseen and what is seen, the key that unlocks all that you desire. You do not need to wait another moment. You do not need to seek outwardly for signs. Simply decide that it is already done. Accept it, believe it, live in it, and watch as the unseen becomes seen, the impossible becomes inevitable, and your reality transforms before your very eyes. And so I leave you with this truth. Faith is not something you wait to feel, nor is it something you earn through effort or struggle. It is a decision, a choice, an unshakable knowing that what you have claimed in the unseen is already yours. It is the bridge between desire and fulfillment, between longing and realization, between dreaming and living. Do not wait for signs. Do not hesitate in doubt. Step boldly into the knowing that what you believe must come to pass. Hold fast to your vision, refuse to accept anything less, and walk as one who already possesses all that they seek. For life is but a mirror, reflecting back the assumptions you hold within. Believe in your power, believe in your worth, believe that the unseen is already seen, and watch as the world reshapes itself to match your faith. You are not waiting for your destiny to unfold, you are creating it. So declare it done, live as though it is already yours, and let faith unlock the unseen before your very eyes.